Video Talk. Hello and welcome to another Video Talk. My name is Willy and...
I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV.
Oh yeah, thanks. Hey, today I'm gonna talk to you about Arnold Schwarzenegger, Predator, Commando, Terminator, the Kindergarten Cop. Yes, Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger, the man, the legend, the myth. But today I'm gonna do things more differently than previously. I'm not gonna talk you about the movies so much, but I'm gonna talk you about the releases. You see that shelf back there? I'm gonna load it with Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Arnold Schwarzenegger films that I have on VHS, DVD and Blu-ray. So, without further ado, let's do it!
Do it! Do it!
So let's get this fucking shit out of the way. Looks like it's barbarian shelf. Alright, now we have some room. What I'm gonna do next is to get all my Schwarzeneggers here. And fortunately I have this mixed Schwarzenegger shelf here. So pretty much I have something to go on. Here we have oi 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 oi. And here we have Twins and also True Lies, yeah. Oh, let's get Predator. Where's the Predator? Damn, there's the Predator. And Red Sonja. My Blu-rays. Here we have Red Heat, Raw Deal, Terminator fucking 2. Oh yeah, and Total Recall. Oh yeah. So, gonna put them here. Conan the Barbarian, yes. And here's some more Conan. Oh, the Barbarian, the Destroyer. Red Sonja and Conan the Destroyer. Oh yeah. I also have Conan the Barbarian and also Commando over here. Some rarer cases. I have the Transworld release of Raw Deal. The Jane Mansfield story, here we have. And also I have the Cactus Jack on DVD. Let's go get that sucker. Cactus Jack. Or should I say, the villain. How could I forget Hercules in New York? Oh, fuck that. No, I meant Hercules in New York, not Halloween H2O. German bookcase edition of Running Man. Oh yeah, this is great fucking release.
Fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, asshole.
So here I have all Arnold Schwarzenegger films on physical media that I own. Because physical media, it fucking rocks, not that streaming service shit. But let's get this shit organized. So what I'm gonna do first is gonna put these on format-based order. So that means that I have to separate DVDs and Blu-rays and VHSs on their own. So let's do that.
Yeah! Stick around.
We have organized the VHSs. What I'm gonna do now is gonna put these in order by of the film qualities, and that's not gonna be too easy. So let's start with Cactus Jack. I think this is the worst goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger film that I own. I have not seen this Jane Mansfield story, but I don't think that this is an official Arnold Schwarzenegger film. It is, but it's not the usual type of Arnold Schwarzenegger film that people usually think when they think of Arnold Schwarzenegger films. So this I have not seen. I think it's probably the only one. So I'm gonna put this in this corner, and Cactus Jack, for being the worst goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger film, I'm gonna put it right next to Jane Mansfield's story. So what is this Cactus Jack all about? Well, it's like a filmatization of a Roadrunner cartoon. Arnold Schwarzenegger being this kind of good-built cowboy, and this Kirk Douglas who plays this villain.
You're fired.
This is like a cartoon. It's very comedic, but it's not funny. It's damn annoying. It's got all these fucking stupid sound effects in it, and oh man, you go watch it if you're curious. Watch it. I'm gonna put it here being the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger film. And right next to it we have this very strong candidate for another very bad Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Isäni on turbomies, which means that jingle all the way. I think this Finnish name is much more better than jingle all the way. It means, straightly translated, it means my dad is a turbo man. Now, it's a better title than jingle all the way, in my opinion. But oh my god, I have seen this once in my life, and this is a kids movie, and this is annoying as motherfucker. but I think you can get some silly enjoyment out of it if you want, but who would want that? I'm gonna put that next to Cactus Jack. And right there after that, I think I'm gonna put Lastentarhankyttö, Kindergarten Cop, next to the Isäni on turbomies, Jingle All the Way. Kindergarten Cop, I don't think... what kind of movie is it supposed to be? Is this supposed to be like a family film or some kind of lame action thriller? But I don't think it's satisfactory in any of those cases. It's too childish to be an average action film and too violent to be an all family film or kids film. But sure, it has its fun moments, and it's directed by Ivan Reitman, the guy who directed also Twins and Ghostbusters.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
And next up we have Red Sonja. It's like a sort of sequel to Conan the Barbarian or Conan the Destroyer, but it sucks. It fucking sucks. And this is not precisely an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, because Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a very small part, trying to be a Conan the Barbarian, but Brigitte Nielsen is a damn bad actor, and also this movie is very poorly made. It's produced by Dino De Laurentiis, but I don't buy it. I just don't buy it.
Enough talk!
Last Action Hero is, in my opinion, pretty uneven action comedy. It got some great action scenes and it got some good humor, but overall it's so strange. Like going in and coming out from the action movie. Yeah, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is pretty self-ironic in this role, which is great. But there's some childish moments, and I fucking hate that cartoon cat. Man, you could have just cut that out, because it's strange enough. So you don't need a goddamn cartoon cat to go with it. And it was a flop, and I think it was the first real Schwarzenegger flop. But it is what it is, but in my book it is the 6th in this shelf. Now let's move on. And next up, I think I'm gonna go with Red Heat.
I'm not shitting on you.
It's directed by Walter Hill, so it has some great squib action in it, but overall it's very basic cop action buddy thriller, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think it's underutilized here, so I'm gonna put that next in the line. So, talking about average, I'm gonna ram my fist through your stomach and rip out your goddamn spine. It has some fun moments, but overall it could be better. I think it's directed like a TV movie. The special effects are certainly no top notch in this. Yeah, I have some nostalgic memories about this, and in Finland we got used to it that every Arnold Schwarzenegger film was cut on VHS, but for some reason this was uncut this Showtime, even though this Showtime was notorious about cutting up their films. This hasn't aged too well, and it's okay, but since Arnold Schwarzenegger has this pretty strong roster of films, so it's gonna be number 8.
One of us is in deep trouble.
Next up is Twins, directed by Ivan Reitman and starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
What the hell did you do to him, man?
I did nothing. The pavement was his enemy.
it has been like a million years since I've seen it, but as far as I remember, I think it was a fun action comedy. And next up, I think it is time for some raw deal, my man. Raw fucking deal. And this is pretty rare transworld release, or with these great orange covers. I love it. This is pretty cool design. And it says video version behind it, which means it is cut. It is cut 1 minute 52 seconds. I don't understand why it was cut, because this was uncut in the cinemas in the 80s. So I believe this master has come from Sweden. So this has the Swedish cuts on it. I'm gonna put there here. And I also have this small covered sell-through tape, which has very bad cover design. I don't think I like this at all. But this is uncut. It's released by DVD Productions, and I believe this was released something like 99 or 2000s or something like that. It's not too common, this release in Finland too.
No shit.
Tosi valheita, which is True Lies. It's an okay actioner directed by James Cameron. I've seen better from James Cameron and from Arnold Schwarzenegger, but this too is a bit uneven film. Like, is it supposed to be comedy or action or what? And it's a bit overly long. Nevertheless, True Lies is an okay film. Oh, I'm gonna put it right there.
Fuck you.
Now the things are getting tough. So, we have only great pictures. Now, this group is all 5-star pictures. All of them. So, like I said, let's take Terminator. Terminator, 5 stars, action thriller classic. Action fucking classic. Sure, there's Terminator 2. Terminator 2 and also Terminator 1 on Blu-ray. God damn it. So, what I'm getting at here is that I don't have Terminator 2 on VHS. But let's talk about Terminator 1. Yes. And here we have also this Nordic video release with these red covers with this weird Terminator font. And I think this is the funniest back cover ever. Älypäät koneet keksivät pirullisen keinon tuhota vastustajansa. Now, if you would translate that in English, it would go something like this, like, smart-ass machines find out a devilish plot to destroy their opponents. Smart-ass machines. It's cut. Eye-gouging scene is cut from here, but this is even more cut. This sell-through tape, I do not recommend getting the VHS, but I do recommend getting this great Blu-ray over here.
Fuck you, asshole.
Next up, Predator. Oh shit, Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger against the alien from outer space. Alien hunter with this high-tech equipment from outer space. And here we have the Showtime notoriously cut, badly cut VHS. I think this like 5 minutes of cuts, and that goes for this sale tape too. And this 5 minutes, how can you butcher this action classic so badly? But this was the style in Finland in that time. Fuck this fucking VHS. It's a great picture, but it's cut to shits. And here we have, I also have, oh yeah, I fucking got the 4K box from 20th Century Fox, UK box. I put that right fucking next to it. And next up, I think we're gonna have a Conan the Barbarian. I have 2 VHSs. And this is the older VHS of Conan the Barbarian, and this white cover is the later version. Both of these versions are uncut and on full screen, and so definitely when we are talking about Conan, you should definitely get the widescreen version, which I have somewhere here. Here it is. God damn it, drop it on the damn floor. European release of Conan the Barbarian, and it's cut. It's cut with the BBFC cuts. You know, the British Board of Film Classification, or film censors, should I say. It's cut for those scenes where horses are falling over. Yeah, I can understand this. It's animal brutality. I do not condone it, but they do not do that anymore. So I don't think why you should cut that out. because it's a crime to hurt animals, but it was not a crime back then. And fortunately, nowadays it's a crime. But why do you have to cut it from this otherwise great piece of art? I mean, I wouldn't go pushing horses over if I see it in Conan. Man, if I would go to a ranch and try to push horse to the ground, I would fucking get kicked in the fucking balls or in the face. So why do you have to cut it from this disc? But fortunately, you can watch it uncut if you are able to start the disc with French or Italian menus. Then you can switch the language, and then you are supposed to see the whole film intact with all these horses falling over too. Yes. Okay, I don't know any other release which implements this kind of different versions about. But yeah, that's it. Conan the Barbarian, great damn picture. It's a 5-star picture. It's a classic picture. It's the John Milius picture. It's the ultimate barbarian movie. It's legendary. It is mystical. It's philosophical. And it's brutal as hell. I love it. I just love it.
And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Then we have Total Recall. Total Recall. Total Recall. Oh yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger goes to Recall and goes to Mars. Great action, great entertainment, directed by Paul Verhoeven. I fucking love it. And this tape is cut like a minute or two. Yeah, Total Recall. Definitely a 5-star picture. I highly recommend it. I can't get enough of it. And finally, I think we have Commando. Yes, sirree. Mark L. Lester's best film. And definitely right up there with Arnold Schwarzenegger's best. I also have Commando on Blu-ray with Mark L. Lester's signature. Yeah, I met him at the Night Vision Festival special screening here in Finland, in Helsinki, a few years back. And I was lucky enough to get his autograph on this awesome 20th Century Fox Blu-ray release, which also includes the director's cut.
I'm a cop, you idiot!
So there it is, my new Arnold Schwarzenegger shelf. I love it, I love it, I love it, yeah! I did not intend to make this video so VHS heavy, but that is what it turned out to be. And after all, I have so many movies, so many releases, that it would have taken too much time to go in depth for each release on DVD and Blu-ray. So VHS it is, but if you like me to do some review about the specific Blu-ray or DVD, let me know in the comments. And I forgot to mention a few DVDs that I found after recording it. Collateral Damage. Here we have a film from year 2002 or something like that. This was postponed like half a year after the 9/11 attacks. Directed by Andrew Davis, but you wouldn't believe it. It's so boring, and the action is so lame, and it's got these poor CGI fire effects. Arnold Schwarzenegger stars as this fireman whose family is killed after the terrorist attacks, and he goes to Colombia to take revenge on the terrorists. It's very, very average, or should I say even a below average action film. I do not recommend it. And also below average is Eraser. Now, it's a science fiction action film directed by the Blob director Chuck Russell, but it has some neat action scenes. It's pretty schlocky film to say. It's more entertaining than Collateral Damage, but these two also have a very poor set of CGI effects, but at least it is somewhat entertaining. But despite having James Caan as the bad guy, I don't know. It's average. It's very average. And also very average film is also End of Days. This is the best of these three, but it has some great action scene. It's pretty grim for an Arnold Schwarzenegger film. What do you expect when Arnold Schwarzenegger is fighting against Satan himself? And this has some neat effects, and it is directed by Peter Hyams. and I have this Buena Vista DVD in my hand, which I bought from flea market for €1. That's what this film is worth. It's okay, but it's not too memorable. And last but finally, I have Batman and Robin on Blu-ray. I did not put this on shelf because I have this in this big box, so I'm not gonna separate this single film for another shelf because of that. And this film, everybody knows this. It is not good. It's atrocious, to say the least. But Schwarzenegger is definitely the best part of this film. Well, if you like the 60s Batman, you could get some enjoyment out of this, but I don't know.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
So guys, what did you think? What is your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger release or favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Are there some Arnold Schwarzenegger movies that are not yet released or definitely should get an upgraded release? Tell that in the comments, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button below the video, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so now.
Huligani.